Okay, let me talk about the financial milestones. So, just TLDR, the going from the top to the lowest is you have zero bank debt, and then you have emergency fund 6 months, and then CoastFIRE, meaning you don't need to contribute to retirement anymore, meaning like after 60 you're good to go. Financial independent-ish, you have enough time, like 10 years of money that you can draw, and then fire and retire. So one is zero debt, emergency fund, retirement fund, some freedom money in your taxable account, and then enough taxable account to retire. So those are compounding. So you have to get this to get the next step, and then that's in addition. Those amount is in addition of what you have on the previous, except those two. So I just some total amount. So bad debt in details is so anything above 8%. Sometimes maybe it's like maybe interest rate plus like 3% is kind of bad, I guess, for me. Plus interest rate plus 3%. And then once you pay those off, you will have emergency. If you have emergency, you can build up cash emergency fund, cash or a bond, or like X-Golf. You can just buy and sell in short term. At least that can give you good enough, like a good interest. So 6 months worth of emergency fund will give you a lot of breathing room. Say you're out of job, you will have you're not too worried. And the next step is you contributing. After that step, you contributing to your retirement account. When you're young, you ideally do Roth, and when you're older, maybe 401 just traditional will make more sense in terms of the tax advantage. And I actually made a video about it on when is a break-even age. So this formula is pretty simple to be understood. 12 multiplied by D, so 12 months or a year worth of expense divided by 4%, which is that's however much you need for a perpetual drawing. But you at the age, this is based on assumption that you're less than 60 years old. Then because you will still have a lot of compounding to go, then age minus 60, so it needs to be divided by the 1 plus return minus interest rate, and then 60 minus A, so however many years of compounding, and then since it's the inverse, so it's A minus 60. So you just use this calculation to see, say in 30 years it will be like -30 to -30, and then you can use whatever formula, whatever return and interest rate you want to do. And then so after that, I mean I made a whole video previously. After that, I don't need to contribute on retirement. Actually, sometimes it's counterproductive. You might want to, after that, you might want to contributing more, if not all, to a taxable account. So the formula I have is this. Effectively, is this. Let me just jump to this formula. It's 1 year of expense divided by your tax rate. So it's a 1 minus tax rate. So that's pretty much, because it's taxable account, you're going to be taxed. And then this is the formula of distribution. So D is the expense, and P is the principal. And then R is interest rate, R is return rate, and then 1 minus to the negative. And this is the distribution. You can imagine this formula is almost like a reverse mortgage payment. It's like it will distribute until you're reaching 60 years old. So this is A minus 60. This obviously is based on assumption that you try to deplete your taxable account to zero when you're until 60, and then you can use whatever you have on the retirement account fund here that is calculated by this. I have to mention this is based on the assumption you want to die with zero, namely just doesn't leave anything. This is just try to precisely calculate exactly how much you need to retire early and die with zero. Maybe not die with zero, at least taxable account, but the retirement account, this is perpetual drawing, so you will left with those. So those are pretty up, and then of course this is just plug it into a 10 to negative 10, so that you just have 10 years worth of money to bridge whatever you want. Say that basically means you have 10 years worth of money that say you can say no to things, like something outrageous, you don't like it, you can quit on the spot, but you still need a job because you cannot bridge completely to your 60 years old. So those are nice formula, but relatively complicated. I just break it down for y'all. Just assume the return is 10%, interest rate 3%, tax is 0, just for the sake of it. At a different age, your CoastFIRE number, meaning however much you need to reach before you stop contributing to retirement, for your $10,000 monthly expense is this much. 30 years, 394, 35, 53, 40, 775K, 45, 108, 50, 1.32. Because as you can see, the younger you get started with retirement account, you will have significantly less needed to fund your retirement. And then since this grow linearly with D, all of them are grow linearly with the with monthly expense, namely distribution, you can just have this nice formula, X, K amount of month per month as an expense, and you just plug in this formula, and then you can put whatever month expense you want, or just try these if you want to, because those are formula, and then keep in mind those are the assumptions. For the FIRE amount, it goes the opposite, because this is bridging your current age to 60 years old. So from 30, you need for 10K, again 10K monthly expenses, you need 1.5, 35, 1.4, 40, 1.27, 50, 45, 1.1 mil, and then 50, 480. This go other way around, because this is the amount of money you need to bridge from this age to 60 years old. So the less time need to be bridged, the shorter it needs. So obviously, if you want to retire early, it's the younger you are, the harder it is, because the longer you need to bridge the current age to 60, because it's based on assumption you already finished CoastFIRE. So yeah, that's a quick rundown, and then of course similar ideas goes there. You can plug it into whatever distribution, and of course you can plug in the real formula there. Of course, this is just for education purposes, not financial advice. I'm just try to have a thought experiment on what one wanna go to get to those financial milestones, and I think that's what we should, I guess, a lot of us striving for, and then not a lot have those mathematically formulated. I wrote a script, it's still work in progress. I will link in the description, quantifiedhelper.com. Yeah, that's it.